So the next question says, which of the following is not held constant along a given demand curve for a good? A, price, B, consumer income, C, the price of substitutes, or D, consumer tastes. And so when we're talking about a demand curve, right, it depicts the relationship. We'll draw this again. It depicts the relationship between price and quantity, right? And so in terms of what is not being held constant, the only thing that fluctuates along the demand curve is going to be price, right? Everything else we assume, like consumer income, substitute price, or consumer tastes, those are determinants of demand. And so if those things were to change, then we would see shifts in the demand curve either to the left or to the right, right? And so we're not going to see that being the case when we have a stagnant demand curve. And so the only thing that is not held constant is going to be price. As you move along the demand curve, you can see that price is going to be fluctuating, high price on the left side and lower price on the right side. And so the correct answer here is going to be price. And so we can take a look at the previous tutor's answers, and they say, along a given demand curve, factors affecting demand other than prices are held constant. These factors affecting demand other than price are price of related goods, income of consumers, taste and preferences, numbers of consumers in the market, etc. Thus, along the demand curve, only price remains non-constant, while all other factors affecting demand are taken as constant. So yeah, the same conversation we had about the difference between determinants of demand and price. So that's going to be the right answer. And finally, number 2, decreasing price will A, decrease demand, B, decrease supply, C, cause a shortage, or D, both A and B. And so, the right answer here is that if you decrease price, what's going to happen on the demand side is that you're going to have an increase in quantity demanded, right? On the supply side, if you had a decrease in price, you will have a decrease in supply, so quantity supplied, right? People are less likely to supply if the price is low. So it looks like both A and B, but again, I really want to clarify that normally when we're talking about increase in demand, that refers to a shift in demand. When we want to talk about quantity, we would specify we'll increase quantity demanded and we'll decrease quantity supplied. And so that distinction between quantity demanded versus overall demand is really important. So I think this phrasing of this question is a little bit misleading in that will increase demand usually implies a shift, but in this case, I think they're referring to a increase in quantity demanded or a shift along the curve, rather a shift of the entire curve. So then the answer choice here would be both A and B. So I think the previous tutor did not answer this question, so we'll just insert a question here. And so we say number 2, D is the correct answer. Decreasing price will increase quantity demanded as given by the law of demand, while decreasing price will also increase or decrease quantity supplied as given by the law of supply. And so note that the phrase that the answer choices should have been more accurately written as increasing the quantity demanded and decreasing the quantity supplied. And that should be the correct answer here. And so that would be the answer to the next choice, the last question, both A and B, and so we're going to submit that as correct.